bright suns, and welcome to Galaxy's Edge on May the 4th. In this video, we travel all the way to Batuu here at Disney World in an effort to spend $100 on Star Wars themed food. Is it possible? You're about to find out. It is officially Star Wars Day here at Walt Disney World, and I thought what better way to celebrate than spending $100 on space food. Now, since it is May the 4th, there are some specialty treats out for this special day, as well as some new snacks that are sticking around for the rest of May. I am going to be trying all of the new food as well as some old favorites, and we may even end with a trip to the best bar in the galaxy. We have come to our first stop here at the milk stand, where they have a brand new treat to Batuu East. They actually brought something over that they have in Anaheim at Disneyland Park in their Galaxy's Edge over here to Walt Disney World and Hollywood Studios, and I've had it before and it's really good, so I'm excited to get our first snack of the day here. Here we have the polystarch puff bread. These are croissants topped with blue and green milk, crackling, served with yuzu passion fruit coconut dipping sauce. These are definitely a really fun treat, and to my surprise, they are definitely different from the ones that they have over in Disneyland. The one over in Disneyland was more of like a concha, and it was like a bigger version. Here we have two, and we have one that's blue and one that's green. I think that's really good theming. I love that they kind of did a blue and a green one, even though I don't know what blue and green means in Star Wars because I don't watch that, but I guess it means blue and green milk, and I've had that. I'm team green milk here. I'm gonna start with the green milk puff bread. We're gonna go for a dunk in this little sauce here. I feel like we gotta like curl it up while we go for a dunk. This is impressing me. The croissant itself, you could see, is very great. It has a lot of really nice layers in there. And then you get a little crunch from the little sugar on the top, the green milk sugar on the top. But what is really making this for me, this sauce, this yuzu sauce, it almost tastes like grapefruit. It has like that bitterness like grapefruit kind of does. And I'm really enjoying it. I think it's a great touch giving that dipping sauce. Well, we've already tried the green one, but I feel like it's only right that we try the blue one, see if the flavor is a little bit different.
Citizens of this outpost, hear me. The first order is now firmly in power. Who resistance? I know who resistance.
I think they're the same. 529 down, a lot more to go. Stop numero 2, ABC Commissary, which is right behind me for a little beverage that is hopefully refreshing on this very, very hot day. Here we have the Jettison Juice. It's Minute Maid lemonade and watermelon served with a glow cube for $8.99. $9 for a limonada. Okay, so we may or may not have just sat in ABC Commissary for like 15 minutes chugging water, so I don't know how much more liquid I'm going to be able to put in my body, but this looks very, very refreshing. Tasty. It's very, very tart. It's good, I like it. I love watermelon. Watermelon's like my favorite fruit. I love lemonade. This will be a good rival for the strawberry lemonade next door at Baseline. Oh, we got a strawberry lemonade over there. We got a watermelon lemonade over here. I think I like the watermelon better. Now, I know I said this lemonade was $9, but the main reason for that is because it comes with a souvenir glow cube, and you are a true Disney adult if you have many of these sitting in your freezer. I actually don't. I usually just throw them away, but maybe I'll find a little kiddo to give it to. But this watermelon lemonade is really good, and I really enjoy it. I wonder if you could get it for cheaper if you get it without the glow cube, because that would be the move. We are $14.28 into the $100 challenge, and we're heading right in front of us actually to the Dockside Diner for our next stop. Here at the Dockside Diner, they have a Princess of Alderaan shake. This is a salted caramel shake topped with whipped cream, edible glitter, and mini cinnamon rolls. Now, even though I do not watch Star Wars, I would assume the Princess of Alderaan is Princess Leia?
Correct.
Whoa, look at me. I knew because the little buns on the side. And they serve these buns at another place in Hollywood Studios, and they are horrible. So I'm assuming these are gonna be the same, and they're gonna be super, super dry. Let's try this milkshake first. This is the typical Disney milkshake. It is warm, it tastes like whipped cream, and it's terrible, absolutely terrible. I don't know why they keep making these milkshakes. Guys, it's a good idea and it's cute, but the milkshake itself is not good. Why is this milkshake warm? I just picked it up. I know it's a hot day, but that's not why it's warm. It's warm because this is not like an actual milkshake. There's no actual ice cream in here. It just tastes like I'm drinking like buttercream frosting. But I think I know what is going to be even worse than this milkshake. And it is this cinnamon roll. The other one's about to fly on off. I'm holding it on, I'm holding it on. Let's take a bite.
Mama, they're over here. Come on.
You know how every Disney ride that's opened in the past few years has a really long name, like Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run? Well, they should change the name of this park to Disney's Hollywood Studios, the world's worst milkshake house. Because literally, it is the absolute worst here. Every single thing they put out.
The Princess of Alderaan milkshake gave me a battle wound. There's whipped cream on my leg. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you did.
No, I did not. But at least I still have some watermelon lemonade left to wash down that horrible shake. But Ryan is so right. Every milkshake that they have, I just swung my arm and then whipped cream flew off. But every milkshake they have here at Hollywood Studios is always bad. Guys, don't fall for it. Don't be like me. I do it for you guys and I get them every time. And every time I'm like, this is horrible, but don't be like me. Now we're gonna go over to Sunset Boulevard for our next stop, our next snack of the day. Sunset Boulevard is notorious for having some of the worst food in any area of any theme park ever. I don't know the last time that I enjoyed something that I ate or drank on the street. So we'll see how this next thing is. Maybe we'll have some luck here. We are officially almost a quarter of the way into our goal. We're sitting at $24.07 right now. We've made it to Rosie's, which is our next stop for a Mustafarian puff. This is a red cream puff with cookies and cream custard filling, topped with chocolate cream cookie crumbs. Honestly, I love cookies and cream flavored things, so I have pretty high hopes for this.
So I know Kristen knows absolutely nothing about Star Wars.
Hey, I do know some stuff. I know who Babu Freak is. Babu Freak.
But the reason this is called a Mustafarian puff is because it's red. No. Mustafar is a planet in the Star Wars universe. It's where Anakin and Obi-Wan had their final battle in Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. My favorite scene in any movie ever, maybe. What I think would have been really, really good for a Mustafar-themed dish would be maybe like a spicy, like burnt end type pasta. That would be great, but it has to have burnt ends in it. If you get it, you get it. That's where Anakin... Never mind.
Speaking of a spicy burnt end pasta, I wish they would have brought some savory items to this year's May the 4th, the lineup. Although better than last year, because last year there was, I think, just the red and blue churros. So the lineup is better this year for special May the 4th snacks. However, I would have loved to see some savory entrees at some of the quick service restaurants. They had so many good things at Disneyland, and we just get cakes and desserts and milkshakes, and let's try this puff. This is really good. Oh my God, this is by far the best thing I've eaten today. The shell of the cream puff itself has a really nice texture. The inside, it almost tastes like the gray stuff. It has a very great cookies and cream, like kind of mousse flavor. But my favorite part is on the outside where they have like those Oreo pieces. It gives it like a little crisp, a little crunch. Then I don't know what these like white pieces are on the outside, but whatever it is, like I said, gives it a great crunch. This is a delicious cream puff. I was talking all this trash on Sunset Boulevard food, so I was so pleasantly surprised by that cream puff. But I do have to mention, because I know my grandma would get mad, my grandma makes a mean cream puff, and if she's watching, your cream puffs are still better, Grandma, but that one was good. You should add like some Oreo onto yours maybe next time. Moving along, we are here at Anaheim Produce for a May the 4th and May the 5th exclusive snack. They only have it on those 2 days. It is the lightsaber churro. And Disney World churros are not good, so I'm not expecting this to be good, but it's still gonna help us reach our $100 goal. While we are still trying to reach our goal, I wanna save some money for later because I wanna get some good dinner in here. I'm only gonna get one of the colors of churros. Like I said, they have blue or red. Ryan, what color should I get?
Well, are you on the dark side or the good side, the light?
Dark side.
Okay, get a blue one then.
I decided to take Ryan's advice and go for the dark side lightsaber churro here. It comes with a nice little, it's called a hilt?
A
hilt?
So. Yeah.
A hilt? I like that touch. It's a fun touch. But I'm not expecting this churro to be good.
Oh, I get to hear it.
Disney World just cannot get their churros right, and you would think they're making so many of these because everyone is getting a lightsaber churro on May the 4th, which, little hack for you, which won't be too necessary because this is only around for the 4th and the 5th, but Anaheim Produce sells these. The line over by like Muppets, where they sell the majority of these, was so long and there was no one there, even though I wouldn't recommend you get them because they are just too crunchy. You heard. It sounded like I was crunching on my tooth there, and it was really this stale churro. I feel like we've already eaten so much and I've barely put a dent in our $100 budget. We are currently at $39.15. Still so much more to go, but I do have an idea of something that will help us get that going higher. Drinks at Disney World are certainly not cheap, so I'm gonna need to get some alcohol if I wanna hit my $100 goal. So I've made my way over here to Oasis Canteen to get a special May the 4th beverage. Here at Oasis Canteen, we got the Cosmic Rum Punch. This has Parrot Bay coconut rum, Bacardi rum, pineapple juice, Minute Maid lemonade, grenadine, and a glow cube for $18. This has definitely made a dent in our budget, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna like it. It looks like it's gonna be really sweet. It's actually not. That's really good. Wow, that's so good, guys. It's very strong. You've got two types of rum in there. And what's really coming through for me is that coconut rum. It tastes like a non-frozen fruity pina colada to me. It's really good. I enjoy it. Let's keep it moving. After that drink, I decided to come back into Galaxy's Edge because there's still one more snack here that I haven't gotten. Now that I think of it, I also haven't eaten any like food since I've been here. So I feel like before we head to our very special bar reservation over at Ogus Cantina, I needed to get something with a little like substance, you know? I actually got two things from Docking Bay 7. First up though, we're gonna eat the fried chicken tip yip youngling meal. This is crispy chicken served with house-made macaroni and cheese, roasted veggies, and served with a drink for $10.49. Every time I come to Docking Bay 7, I pretty much get the kids chicken tip yip meal, and that's because the adult meal is $6 more for only one more piece of chicken and no drink. So it doesn't really make sense to ever get. So I always recommend people get the kids version of this. It's just a way better value. Let's start with the sides first, and they really do give you so much mac and cheese and broccoli. Let's go with the mac and cheese first. You guys know I love mac and cheese. This mac and cheese is honestly giving Kraft, but in like the best way possible. And there's also like so much broccoli in this. There's literally like 5 huge pieces of broccoli, as well as all that pasta. This is a good filling meal for a kid's meal. And then of course we've got our chicken, our fried chicken here. I'll eat it like the chicken nugget that it is. And the inside, it's more of like ground chicken, like a McDonald's chicken nugget. And I wish it came with, they have like a hot version of this on the adult meal that you could get. I wish they did it on the kids menu, but it's still very tasty. And it's still like my go-to order here at Docking Bay. And at $10.49, it's definitely helping us break into that $100 budget as well, but we still have one thing left to try. And oh man, guys, I am starting to feel super full. I don't know if we're gonna be able to hit that 100, but here we have the Mossberry Biscuit. This is a biscuit topped with ube and matcha icing, ube micro sponge cake, sprinkles, and dehydrated blueberries for $5.49. This biscuit here is a May the 4th special, and I've never tried it before, so I'm very excited to see how this is. The biscuit itself is pretty much like the consistency of a scone, and it's not that sweet. What gives it just like a little hint of sweetness is the matcha and ube frosting on top. Just like the slightest sweetness. And I don't really like super sweet things. This is delicious. The biscuit slash scone itself is very, very soft. It's got a perfect texture. It's also not dry like a typical biscuit. It honestly looked a little bit dry, but no, it's not. And that frosting is super good. I don't know if I'm getting much like matcha or ube from it itself, but this is a good dessert. This is a dessert that I could get behind. I wish I was here all the time. I actually think this biscuit is better than the cream puff that I had earlier in the video that I loved. And good for you guys, because this biscuit is sticking around at Docking Bay 7 till the end of May. So you guys will have a good chunk of time to come get it yourself. After digesting our food from Docking Bay 7, we still have more money to spend, and good thing it is time for our reservation over at Ogus Cantina. Ogus Cantina is the Star Wars bar here in Galaxy's Edge, and it's a very popular place, serving up very, very expensive cocktails. So this is sure to help our case. How I was able to get a reservation here at Ogus on May the 4th, I don't really know. It was a miracle. I found this actually last night, and I really lucked out because people want to come to Ogus, and it's very hard to find a reservation here on a normal day, let alone May the 4th. My go-to beverage here at Ogus is the Outer Rim, which is essentially a Star Wars margarita. It has tequila, pomegranate liqueur, lime juice, and pure cane sugar with black salt and exotic fruit puree for $19.50. Well, $19.50 down the hatch. I like this margarita. It is very like tart and sour, but I like when you get some of that like little foam in there. The foam is super sour today. Oh my God. Really sour. This is a sour margarita. And Promise is with me now, and she has got the Bespin Fizz. Cheers, Promise.
Cheers.
Happy May the 4th. My favorite holiday ever. Love Star Wars. Do you know who my favorite Star Wars character is?
Deadpool.
Babu Frick.
Babu Frick is the best. I'm so proud of you.
I didn't even know what he looked like until like a week ago, but now I do. He's pretty funny.
Cheers.
Cheers to Babu Freak.
And to Ogus.
Coming out of Ogus Cantina was mass chaos, guys. You couldn't even walk. You couldn't go by the Falcon. You couldn't go the other way. It took me so long to get over here, but I have bad news. We still have not hit our goal. We are under budget by just a few dollars. We're currently sitting at $92.63. But I do have one final idea to help us hit that $100, and that includes a stop at Ronto Roasters. Guys, it was way too busy over there. I took my Ronto to go. Here we have the Galaxy's Edge Classic, the Ronto Wrap. This has roasted pork, grilled pork sausage, peppercorn sauce, and tangy slaw wrapped in pita bread for $13.29. If you ask most people that have been to Disney World what their favorite Star Wars snack is, it is most likely a Ronto Wrap. And mine would be no different, except I would take this further and say this is my favorite snack in all of Hollywood Studios. And I have eaten a Ronto Wrap many a times on this channel, so if you've never seen me eat a Ronto Wrap on this channel, you guys better be subscribing now. Our final snack of the day, and after I eat this Ronto Wrap, we'll calculate our totals. The pita bread is just extra good and toasty today. You've got that sausage in there that's like a little well done, so it has a really nice like charred flavor. It's tangy slaw. Perfect. The grilled pork. This is honestly a fantastic thing. And like I said, my favorite thing to eat in Hollywood Studios. Well, guys, what a day eating all of that Star Wars food. I was honestly impressed with some of the new items, and I hope some of them are maybe here to stay. Resulting in a $100 budget success. We went over budget just a little bit, and we spent $105.92 on food and drink today. So I call this challenge a success. If you guys made it to the end of this video, let me know down below in the comments what your favorite Star Wars snack is, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, or rising moons. What do they say when you're leaving?